Hey, I'm Dave Rubin, and this is TYT140, a lot of news in a little time. Israel and Hamas agreed to a 72-hour humanitarian ceasefire, which went into effect early this morning. As of this taping, the ceasefire has been respected by both sides. Ban Ki-moon, UN Secretary General, urged utmost restraint after the truce was announced. He urged both sides to, quote, commence as soon as possible talks in Cairo on a durable ceasefire and the underlying issues. Many questions now remain, including as to whether Gaza's borders will be opened and whether Hamas will be demilitarized. The second human Ebola patient has arrived in America. A specially equipped air ambulance delivered missionary Nancy Wrightbull to Georgia's Dobbins Air Reserve Base late Tuesday morning, having left Liberia earlier in the day. She will be taken to Atlanta's Emory University Hospital, where the other American Ebola patient, Dr. Kent Brantley, also is being treated. Both Wrightbull and Brantley were treating Ebola patients in Liberia when they became sick. Both patients are being held in special isolation units created by the Centers for Disease Control. An American general was killed Tuesday after a shooter wearing an Afghan military uniform opened fire at a training facility in Kabul. The gunman who was killed was believed to be an Afghan soldier who had served for some time, U.S. officials said. At least 15 coalition troops, including other Americans, were also wounded in the attack. The Afghan Defense Ministry described the shooter as a terrorist and said Afghan soldiers shot him dead. California's drought has reached epic proportions. Nearly 60% of the state is in exceptional drought, the most severe category, and farmers are depleting groundwater reserves at record rates as wildfires break out both north and south. If that isn't bad enough, now scientists fear drought-triggered earthquakes. A new report says that the continuing water pumped from the Central Valley aquifer could trigger an earthquake on the San Andreas Fault. Evidence is inconclusive, though, so we'll just have to wait for the big one. And finally, bacon prices have hit an all-time high. That's right, the average price of bacon across America has risen 14% since June of last year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now bacon is going for a whopping $6.11 per pound, which is 41% higher than the per pound price in June 2012. When adjusted for inflation, people are paying about 21% more for bacon than they were in the 80s. There are many reasons for the price jump, including drought, a pig virus, and the new anti-bacon spokesman. I'm Dave Rubin. Follow us on Twitter at TYT140 and suggest stories using hashtag TYT140. We'll see you tomorrow.